48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. On the visitor's sideline, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Bills.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Ball on the 8, it's second and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down, here's a run by Cook. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making a play.
For the Bills field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive. And 3 points were put on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw right side, Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
2 yards.
Well, we hear every so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Able to slither by. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal, Buffalo.
They'll try and run for it with Davis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. There was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play. The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
now receiver in motion left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Allen going to run with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He finds Wilson. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
That's another Jets 1st down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Going right back to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
4 yards. And the Jets, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Fields. And he takes a shot on the release, and this will be incomplete.
I think he had to pull down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 4th and goal.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Folks kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15. And
here's Allen to throw it. Incomplete.
Allen's pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards. And the Bills first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cook up the gut. And he gets it down to the 32. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Buffalo.
Here's Cook again. Oh, good move. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So they
get the three. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the three. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York set to take the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest. Field's hit and the ball is loose. Now this is picked up, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. His pass complete to Rucker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Taylor. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's a quarterback in for the sack. Tre'Davious White.
7-yard ball.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Under pressure, they got him again. A forward number 3 pick, Joey Bosa bringing the lumber that time. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Good for Bills. First down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Bills first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Allen going to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Bills first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Caught on slant. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Pass on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down.
Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this is going to be caught, but then it's out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Brings up third down.
And this time they stay on the use the first of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of position here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31.
Taylor will throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they would take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to victim to it themselves.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Bills.
Again, it's Cook. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
And the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows?
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
An 8-yard pickup. first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He'll dump this off to Cook. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
He's taken up a bounce behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Allen going to run with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will hang on to their lead. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brings up second
and a couple.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Jets first down.
Now it's Taylor. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
16.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. Third and 7 now.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up third and 7.
Now Taylor. Under pressure and down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Allen. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Bills, first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Palmer going in motion right. To throw, it's Allen. McKinnon here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
In motion left goes Cooks.
30-yard line.
Now Allen again. Has his man, it's Shakur. That's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
That's another Bills. First down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 5 now, second and a yard. Allen going to try and keep it. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 2. To throw is Taylor. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And the Jets.
Now it's Taylor. Yeah, it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll come up second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll find Hall. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jets.
They go play action with Taylor. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Taylor's pass.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again is Taylor. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. The Jets on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Oh, shifts past him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
6 yards.
108 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. 2nd down and 3.
0, Keon Coleman. A 7-yard pickup.
Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Allen running the option to the left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Bills are going to get it as he goes down. T.J. Sanders in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now Taylor. It is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Jets, first down.
They go play action now. Taylor. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 more yards. That's another Jet.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for